What's up guys, it's your girl MoOrue, and today's video is gonna be a little bit different from what I usually post. I feel like I say that a lot on all of my videos. Oh yeah, I say that on my vlog channel, and this is my main channel, so check out my vlog channel. The links are down below in the description. And today's video we are addressing an issue said at the Youth Day event held in Northwest by Julius Malema. First of all, I just want to give a shout out and special thanks to Percy Ndhlovu, Mmapetja, Leshilo and Mmapetja for being in this video with me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now let's get to the video. Julius, I'm more concerned about the right choice of words you use, since you offended many people, especially Indians. Let's be honest, what happened in apartheid time is history, and history is just the past. As South Africans, I think we should unite and work together to make a better future for our next generation. But for us to do that, we have to let go of the past. And Malema, you are still holding on that. Your exact word is, we are not oppressed the same. Yes, we're not oppressed the same, but let's not forget that it's the government who made that list, and since it was apartheid time, white people were the ones in charge. So
majority of Indians hate Africans. Majority of Indians are racist, and we must never be scared to say that.
First of all, majority is a big word. It doesn't mean 50-50. No, it's more of a 90-10 thing, if you get what I'm saying. If we talk about hate, my question is, if Indians hate Africans, why do they always find the jobs in their companies or their homes? Not all Indians are racist, you said, but since you use the word majority, let me say this. There are billions of Indians in the world, yet along millions in South Africa. So how many of those millions offended you in a way that at the end of the day, you say they are racist? Or even use the word majority itself. I mean, there have to be at least 500,000, right?
Dear Julius Malema, I am disgraced by your remarks that majority of Indians are racist. Because to me, you have just based your fact on opinion. Why is Indians even a threat to be in the first place? Because Indians make up 1.1 million of a population of 260 million of South Africans, and that too, Indians are spread over South Africa. So why is it even a threat? It's not like we are going to fight to rule this country. No. We Indians want to live peacefully with other races. That instead of creating a divide, we should unite together to make a better, brighter future for South Africa. And I'm not trying to say that racism doesn't happen in the Indian community, because it does. But what I'm saying is, racism happens everywhere. Racism happens in all communities.
We keep on subscribing racism and other issues to a certain group of people. He said most of Indian people are actually racist. Most. Not all of them. So my question is, where did he get the information from? Who provided him with such information? Was there any research done to actually say, okay, this is true? Today we are dealing with numbers. Today we are dealing with facts. If what you say is supported by fact, it's okay. Then we can say, okay, he gave us receipts. These are receipts. So what he is saying is true. But then if you're gonna say something like that and not provide facts, not give us receipts, then you better keep your opinion to yourself, because it is what it is. It's an opinion.
So my opinion on that is that, like, it is purely subjective, because based on my subjective experience with Indians, it's never been racist. There's always been a division, yes, between the blacks and the Indians where I, am from, mainly because, like, it's mostly blacks, and then the Indians just tend to, stick together and, like, be secluded on their own and whatever. And I totally get it. It's an inferiority complex. They're trying to cope with being the minority. I get it, because now where I go to school in university, it's like that. It's just purely whites, and then I'm the minority at this point, no more the opposite. So it's like, I don't know what to say about this.
Two examples of why I say majority of Indians are racist. If you check the marriage rate between Indians and Africans, it's extremely low. Africans and Indians do not marry each other.
Julius, if you can declare someone being racist based on marriage, then everyone in the world is racist. There are African people who prefer marrying other Africans, just like with white people or Indian people. Julius, you are married to an African woman. What does that say about your character based on your statement? Does it make you racist? I don't think so.
Don't go out there and spreading messages that will trigger people. And for him as a public figure to say something like that and not being apologetic, as he said, it's actually not a very good thing. I mean, in terms of the generation that's going to grow up watching such, they're going to grow up with such mentality of Indian people being racist and stuff. This is my opinion, okay? This is something that I think. This is me expressing my opinion. Maybe this is something that Julius Malema should have said in his speech, that, guys, this is my opinion. I think most Indian peoples are racist. And then people would actually maybe come to him with facts and be like, no, sir, you are not right. It's actually like this. Here's proof. Here's evidence. What about the black community? What about us? Are we not racist? How many black people are racist? Or is racism a white thing, an Indian thing, a colored thing?
I mean, everyone has the right to love who they love, and that doesn't mean anything. And as for you, you didn't choose to have an Indian wife, but you chose an African one. Why? Are you racist? No, because it's your own choice.
It is not against any law that says that if you marry the same race, that you are racist. It is not stated that if you marry someone of your choice that you are being racist. No, you are being choicist rather than racist. There could be many other reasons why Indians don't marry other races. It could be traditions clashing, it could be races clashing. There are many reasons. So please, do yourself a favor, go learn, go and ask why is this, instead of basing your so-called facts on opinions.
In his speech, he also mentioned liberating black people. I don't want to sound as if I'm ignorant of what has happened in the past, you know, like apartheid, yes, it happened. But then why are we focusing on liberating black people only? Why can't we just liberate anyone and everyone that needs some form of liberation, you know? I just don't understand why are we putting race, color, and all of those things, you know, in such issues. I mean, racism is not a thing that a certain racial group, you know, has. When did we get to subscribe racism to a certain racial group of people?
The second point is, majority of Indians do not vote for African parties.
Okay, I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful, but Julius, do you ever sit and think before you open your mouth? I mean, first of all, voting is a choice. Secondly, I don't think anyone can vote for any party that still believes in apartheid and think of them as a threat to their own country. I mean, being Indian doesn't mean you are from India. Let's get that right first.
You say Indians must go back to their country? So you are saying that I must go back to where I am right now. Before I am Indian, I am South African. I am proudly South African. I have a South African passport, a South African birth certificate, a South African ID. So, by law, I am African. Please, for my sake, get your facts straight. Read. Go gain other people's perspectives on this, because honestly, you are just creating a ruckus. Whoever someone chooses as a political party, or whoever I choose, that is also my choice. That is also my preference. Have you not heard the saying, freedom of speech? Or have you not read up on freedom of speech, freedom of choice? I can't speak for all Indians, but I can speak for myself. Whoever I choose as a political party that I want to run this country, it's because I see a better, brighter future with them running the country. And I can say that I am not a racist because I have many different friends of different races and they do not feel inferior to me. You can ask any of them if I ever made them feel inferior to me. One of them is the YouTuber of this channel. But in fact, you can call me a choicist instead of racist because who I choose to marry is my choice. Who I choose to vote for is also my choice. So, I'm a choicist, not a racist. I'm also against racism, sexism, homophobia, religious intolerance, cyberbullying, hate speech, derogatory language, and abuse of any kind. Sincerely, an Indian who is trying to live a peaceful life in South Africa.
If his experiences with Indians was purely racist, then it's his opinion on most Indians for him to be like, okay, they're racist. But for me, I don't agree based on my experiences, which is how we should be taking this. If your experience with Indians hasn't been negative or anything, then I don't think you can say that, wow, they're racist, when you've never actually you can't point to an incident and you can't point to like an experience that you've had with them that made you think that way. So like, disagree based on my subjective experience, and just like mine is an opinion, his is an opinion, like a pamphlet. It's either you take it or you don't, right? That's how we're supposed to be looking at. The only good thing I could say came from what he said is that people are now starting to look into themselves and look into their experiences to see whether what he said is correct or incorrect, because now like dialogues should be happening. That's the only way we can progress as a nation, as a people, you know. So like that, I feel like that's only the good thing that could come out from this, the dialogues that happen between a group of people. But other than that, from my experience, I don't agree. So
Julius, this right here proves that you yourself, you are racist, and this is definitely why Indians do not vote and will not vote for EFF. Just like you said, if this also offended you, well, it's your own baby to feed. That's it for our video, guys. If you like the video, give this video a thumbs up. And for all those hate comments that I'm gonna get under this video, I don't give a damn, because it is what it is. So I don't give a damn. Clearly, you are easily manipulated, and honey, I feel bad for you. Sorry, I ain't sorry. Make sure you subscribe to both of my channel. The links are down below the description. And also check out all these other YouTubers that I collaborated with. The links are down below the description. And I will see you guys next time. Your girl, MoOrue, that is a wrap. And I'm signing out. Bye.